Hey everybody, welcome to Swamp Revival. Glad you could join me for a few minutes. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while now, for almost 2 years now, about something that I got to do that was just totally fun. I've never done it before in my life. It's something that I experienced and was able to accomplish without spending a lot of money, and that's long range shooting. And I'm going to start out saying I'm not an expert on long range shooting. I'm not an authority on long range shooting. Okay, there's a whole lot more people out there that know a whole lot more than I do. But I have a buddy who went to sniper school. He knows all about it, was a sniper for a while. You know, he knows everything about the windage and the elevation and the dope and the adjusting scopes and picking up grass and letting it blow in the wind, you know, and everything you need to know about shooting, he knows it. He's been teaching me for the past couple of years about it. And I had a chance to go long range shooting, but the problem is I didn't have a really expensive gun to go shoot a long range with. I mean, he's got really nice rifles and nice optics. I'm talking about high dollar stuff, you know, and I don't have that. I'm the budget guy. Okay. I'm working with a little budget, you know, and it's not that I couldn't save up and buy that stuff. I just don't really have a need for it. I'm not going to get into competition shooting, so I don't really need that. But what I do have is a $400 hunting rifle. And you say, you can't do that with a $400 hunting rifle. And I'm going to tell you, yes, you can. So what I have is I have a Ruger American 6.5 Creedmoor right here. And it didn't come out of the box like this. I've done a few things to it, you know. It came with the regular standard stock. It's a little lightweight, composites plastic stock feeling thing, not very stout at all. And it didn't have a scope on it. And I've done a few things to it. This is not the stock that came on it. This is a Magpul stock I put on it, okay? And the stock didn't look like this when I got it. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that too. And when you get these rifles, I love the rifle. I love a Ruger American. I like them. And I especially like them even more after you hear what I got to say about it. And one thing about these rifles, when you take them out of the box and you open the bolt, it sounds like you're unzipping a jacket. They go, rit, rit. So I don't like that a whole lot. So what I did is I got on YouTube, and YouTube is a wonderful platform for learning things. Especially when you do things on a budget, you can learn a lot. You know, when you don't have a gunsmith at your fingertips, and you can do all your work for you. You learn how to do things. And I'm not a gunsmith by any means, but I learned what I needed to do to smooth out a bolt. And I bought the stuff necessary, the compound and the little Dremel tool stuff, and I went to polishing on this bolt. And I worked on it and worked till I got it like I liked it. And now the only noise you hear is it unlocking and it locking. And the rest of it is smooth as butter. And buttery smooth. And I like it. I like the way it turned out. So the next thing I want to do, because my buddy who got me into all this is a trigger snob. And he has turned me into a trigger snob. And what I mean by trigger snob is every gun I pick up, I'm going to test that trigger. And if it don't feel right and I don't like it, and it don't have, you know, the take up and the right wall and the brake and all that stuff, I'm like, I don't want to touch that gun no more. I'm a snob, you know. But anyway, I didn't like the trigger on this. I wanted it better, so I bought a trigger kit, I think from Incarbo. And then I went in there and started polishing on the sear and all that stuff inside there, and got it like a mirror, you know, to a point where I liked it, you know, and it felt good to me. I got it down to 2 pounds. You know, and I'm gonna let you hear it. We're gonna check and make sure it is unloaded. I'm looking in there. I do not see a cartridge. I'm gonna feel in there. I do not feel a cartridge in there. It's an empty chamber. But I want you just to hear it, and it is super cool. I mean, it's right. It's right. Safety off. Take safety off. It's right there. I mean, barely. And I checked it, and I made sure it was going to be safe. If you dropped it, it wouldn't go off and all that type of stuff. But, I mean, I don't know if you can see it. But there's your little bit of take up right there. And it's right there. And it's nice. And even my buddy said, you did an awesome job. He likes the trigger. So, whew, pass that test. Anyway, so that's my $400 hunting rifle. Oh, by the way, the stock didn't look like this when I bought this stock. This is a Magpul stock, okay? This stock was like a olive green or maybe been black. And I did the paint job on this stock. And I'm going to do a video on that and show you how that's done. Because you can pick up everyday stuff from your hardware store and do this right here. And it's tough. I have beat it around. I have hit it on things. And you cannot, it don't come off. It's tough. And it looks good. So you can, on a budget, not have to buy a very expensive stock. I mean, they make stock that look like that already, but you don't have to buy that. You know, you can do it yourself and have a nice looking rifle. And the ammunition I'm using in this, the bullets I'm using in this, are Norma Bond Strike, 143 grain Norma Bond Strike. And again, being on a budget, I was looking for a deal. I was down in Rural King in Crystal River, and I found these on the shelf. They had boxes of them. They probably had 70 boxes of them sitting there. And I wish, now I kick myself, I should have bought more, and I did. But I didn't know much about them. Never heard about Norma before. And they had them for $15 a box. And I started shooting them, and this rifle loves them. And when we did some long range shooting with them, I got out to 1,000 yards, and you're going to see that video in a little bit, but got out to 1,000 yards with these, and they were awesome. 143 grain Norma Bond Strikes, 6.5 Creedmoor. And I found them for $15 a box, and I bought 10 or 15 boxes. I wish I would have bought more, because I went back not 2 weeks later, they were all gone. And the next time I found them, they were $60 a box online. And recently I did find them at Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Tennessee for $29.99 a box. So they were on sale up there, and I bought some more and had them sent here. And that's what's nice. You find them online, order them, they'll send them right to you. But anyway, back to the long range shooting. So I don't have a high dollar rifle. I don't have a high dollar optic. Oh, I didn't talk about the scope. Okay, hang on a minute. The scope I put on this is a Right-On. And I've seen them around. I've seen them at some gun stores. And we didn't know a whole lot about them. And my buddy read up on them because he's an optics snob too. And he read up on them. He really liked the reviews. He really liked the specs on them. So he bought himself one, put on his rifle, which is, it's a bigger one than this. It's got zero stop and all this other stuff to it. Of course, I'm budget. I ain't going to spend a lot. I bought the 3x15x44. It's a 33 millimeter tube. And it's got I put a 20 MOA rail on this rifle so I can get a little more out of the scope, but it don't have zero stop. But it's enough scope to go 1,000 yards and plus some, and easily. And that's what I'm running on it. It's got a reticle in it. Looks like that right there. So I don't know. I don't know all the fancy stuff. I don't know all the terms, and I don't know all that. I just like put a bullet in it and get it on turn, pull the trigger. Bam, that's me. Somebody tells me where I need to put it, right? So anyway, we got out there. We went to do some long range shooting. My buddy and another guy from church. We got out there. The other guy shooting a 338 Lapua, decked out to the max. I'm talking about, this thing is bad news. And we started 100 yards, which 100 yards ain't nothing. I've shot 100 yards plenty. Mine sighted in for 200, okay? So according to the bullet drop and everything on the box and compensating and all that stuff, right? So mine sighted for 200. We started at 100, no problem. Bam, we're shooting an 8-inch steel and 10-inch steel. We back up to 200, no problem. Bam, right on the money. We get to 300. No problem. Still hitting them steels, you know. We get to 400, and I'm starting to have to my buddy's showing me, he's calling shots, but he's telling me what I need to do on my up and down turret. I don't know the technical term. One goes left, right, one goes up and down. So he's telling me what I need to do to adjust it, and I'm writing down, they call it dope. I'm writing my little dope book. I'm writing it down, how many times I've clicked it at 300, you know, and we boom, we hit 300. I moved back to 400, and I'm really getting excited because I hadn't went 400 ever with a rifle. You know, I'm like, dude, I'm awesome. You know, and he's telling me how much to adjust it. He's watching where it's hitting and everything, and I'm writing it down. Okay, I've turned it so many clicks, you know, and we get to 500, and I'm really getting excited now because now I'm at 500 yards, and that might be nothing for you. Okay, it was something for me because I've never done it before. Okay, so 500 yards, no problem. Writing it down. I'm getting in my book, so I know if I'm gonna shoot 500, if I put a rangefinder on it, I can click it this many times, and I'm on 500. 600, same thing. 700, I'm really coming unglued now. Okay, because this is like amazing to me, and I think I'm starting to surprise my buddy with my $400 rifle. Maybe more surprising that I can actually shoot one, you know. And I'm laying prone, it's on a bipod, you know, and lay on the ground, get to 800, and I'm thinking, man, this is it, I'm done. You know, I ain't gonna be able to do anything. And I miss a few times at 800 and then finally get on target, you know, and I write it down. 900, I'm thinking, man, one more 100 yards, we're at 1,000 yards. I have never in my life imagined shooting 1,000 yards, right? So, at 900, of course, we got to get on target, and the wind's starting to blow a little bit, and I finally get on target after 3 or 4 shots at 900, and I wrote how many rotations I made on my turret, write it down, and I got to remember this because I got to remember how many to go back because I don't have zero stop. It's not going to bottom out, so I got to make sure I go back the right amount and get it back on zero, right? So we move out to 1,000. And you're going to see that in the video. There's a short video clip. We weren't planning to video any of this, okay? This is not even on the radar 2 years ago. You know, I wish we'd have videoed the whole thing, you know, because it would have been awesome footage for now. But we got a short clip that the other guy that was with us, he videoed it on his phone. It's real grainy. It's not very good. I dare say he might have been using a flip phone. I don't know. But anyway, you're going to see me shoot. You're going to hear me shoot, and he's telling me, my buddy Spot, and he's telling me to move it to the left 1 mark on my scope on the reticle. That reticle's got little lines running each way, so I'm moving it over left 1 mark. And you're going to hear me shoot again. He says, send it when ready. And I shoot, and you can hear him say hit. And the other guy behind me says he laughs or something and maybe says hit. Then you can hear the bullet, bing, that 10-inch steel at 1,000 yards. And it was super cool. I was on cloud 40. I'm like, dude, see, they're done it. Show you something. I'm a sniper now, you know. I'm like, told you I could do it with that. And I think he was surprised. I honestly do. I think they were blown away that I was able to do that, to accomplish that with that rifle. You know, or at least I hope they would think that, or maybe they thought, man, that dude's awesome. He can shoot. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I was surprised. I think he was surprised that I was able to accomplish it with a $400 hunting rifle. You know, it didn't take $1,000 gun or thousands of dollar gun, $1,000 optics to accomplish it. I got less than $1,000 in that rifle right there, with everything being new on it. So you can do it too. You can do it too. That's the whole point of this video is you can do something on a budget and go have a lot of fun and really, you know, do something cool. That's cool to me. I like shooting, and I've got more into it since then. We haven't done that since. You know, that was a one-time deal that we did. I mean, we could go back any time and do it, but I hadn't done it since. But I always got something to talk about, and I can show that video, man. I shot 1,000 yards, you know, and we even got into some 22s, you know. I got a Ruger 1022 I built up, and we might show that on a video too here later on. And he bought a sure enough, I think it's a Savage, like set up for target shooting, long range shooting, you know, fancy rifle. And I just took a Ruger 1022 and polished everything up and put a special target barrel on it, same Magpul stock as this one's got on it, you know, and did some stuff to it, and we're getting out to 400 yards with them, so it's pretty cool. But I might show that too later on, that video, show that rifle. But on a budget, you can do things on a budget and have fun. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to put a lot of money into it. You know, now if you're going out 2,000 yards, a mile, yes, you'll probably have to have something a lot better. you know, as far as optics and stuff like that, you know. But if you want to just go up to 1,000 and anything less, you can do it with $400 hunting rifle all day long. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the video that's coming up. It's short now, and I just listened to it because it's pretty cool, you know. And at the end of the video, it's going to show the 2 targets we're shooting at. I'm standing by the 10-inch one, and there's maybe 6-7 shots on it, and four of them are mine, because I did it more than once just to prove it wasn't luck, you know. I want to prove them, hey, this ain't luck, I can shoot, you know. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm no expert at it. It's just something I did. I want to share it with you, share with you what I was shooting, and you can do it too. So hope you enjoy it. Like and subscribe. Check the video out at the end. Sorry about the quality of it, but maybe we'll get a better one some other time. But hope you enjoy it. See y'all.
Send it again. Load around quick. Come left, one more mark, so you'll be in your second one. Whenever you're ready. Hit.
Hit! Oh!